Tricky me jingles. Don't put that on the screen though.
That's Bukaki. Mackenzie and Andrade at the back of me just battled something into me.
Pegging you.
That's called the fucking human centipede.
Haram. We need a button that says haram.
I think you've been taking drugs.
No?
I think you've been taking the heroin.
Not for a while.
I did.
Did you watch out for anyone?
He's wanting to get into him. He's wanting to go into Nickel versus Derailed.
Well, I didn't know if we were going to.
Good memory.
Well, I don't know how. So I've taken substantial amounts of ketamine.
And then we'll get Jose Katongo.
Played for Hearts, by the way. What a boy. Well, that was fucking strong, Craig. I wouldn't go that far. See you out there.
We'll see you soon.
Cheerio.
I've been holding in a fart. It's a built up.
Let it go. Should you let that go on the podcast? Is that still leave that?
Oh, mate, that's a beauty. I think that could be very short-lived, that movie poster. What do you think, Craig?
That's as if they've tried to sneak some of their own ones in. Like the director of that film's made that. He's like, no, it's a bucket list film, guys.
Why this film?
Throw in a couple of woke ones.
So this week on MMA, what's happening?
A couple of fights of the weekend. Did you see any?
I did.
Did you watch out for anyone?
He's wanting to get into him. He's wanting to go into Nickel versus Derailed.
Well, I didn't know if we were going to.
Right. I feel bad for Nickel, right?
So they are.
He's taking nothing but shit.
I will say, though.
Right. We'll take it away from your point of view. What's your point of view?
He has brought it upon himself.
He doesn't help himself.
No.
Right. You're right,
Fair.
he doesn't.
You can't say things like, I'll be a -1,000 favourite against 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗧𝗛𝗏. You can't say, don't be surprised if when I fight for the title, I'm a -800 favourite, and then expect for people to throw that back in your face.
I feel sorry for him when you get done. So I've had this conversation with you many a time before, Ross. This sport, I believe you need to have a little bit of something right there. You can't have grew up and had love for your parents.
It's not.
You can't it's
I don't think
the guy's not about this life. This is life, isn't it, for him?
Not so much love for your parents, because obviously that's unfair. But you need
trauma.
A parent who's going to push you. So like Sean Clancy was talking the other day, he was like, my dad was brilliant. But I'm certain his dad pushed him at times and encouraged him to get out of his comfort zone. And I'm not saying Bo Nickal's parents didn't do that, but the UFC keeps picking these all-American captain of the football team guys. They're great guys. They're good Christians. They go to church on the Sunday and they get
a nice upbringing.
They get battered,
Have everything they want.
Craig, could you grab me a water, please, mate, if there is one?
I do feel bad for him, right? Because he's a young guy.
He's had less fights than me.
Right. He's a young guy. He's got to the pinnacle of He's got to the pinnacle of fighting. He's fighting a top 15 ranked opponent, and he's been found out. And when you get found out the way he's been found out,
it's in front of everybody.
It's in front of everybody. And people, as you're saying, Craig, are jumping on him because he has not made it easy to like him as a fighter.
Derailed is not well known because he comes to one championship. I've been watching.
Two-time champion?
Aye.
Two-weight champion,
and he fought at heavyweight. I've been watching Derailed for a long time, and I actually picked him to submit Bo on my coupon. I'm surprised he KO'd him, but then, this is a sort of offshoot of that, but the knees Derailed hitting him with, they're not like what you'd see with your sort of traditional European people kneeing. If you notice, he lifts the knee up and he stabs with it. So you'll probably see it in this clip here. It's not, do you see what I mean? It's more of a stab to the body. Like it comes up and then the hips go forward. That's a very like Thai style knee, and I think he trains at
Dutch, isn't he?
He's Dutch, but trains at Bang Tao. Is it Bang Tao he trains at? I'm not surprised this happened. I think this idea that, and I've been saying it for a lot of weeks now, the American Wrestling Foundation has not evolved. European, obviously Derailed training in Thailand, but this European style of grappling for MMA combined with striking is superior to American wrestling.
Yep.
And we're seeing it again and again and again with the same type of guy, Bo Nickal, Chandler, Weidman. Like we keep seeing it with these guys. They're these great, Justin Gaethje. When Justin Gaethje ever take anyone down? He's this great American wrestler. Can he grapple?
How do you move forward if you're Bo Nickal? Do you think he's been pushed too fast, too quick?
Yeah, for sure. Derrida's a bit, like, I thought they'd put Derrida with you. I thought
it'd be a good matchup myself.
Aye, I thought it was going to be you against Derrida because they were going to go, right, these are two guys who can fucking grapple. Like, I'm not just saying that because I sit here with you. Like, Derrida's an extremely good grappler. I think he actually swept Bo twice, did he know, in the first round. And Bo Nickal's face was like, oh, you fucker, he was wet, mate. He was well out of his depth. And I'm not surprised.
Watching it back as a guy that's fought Bo Nickal,
this is why I didn't want to.
I know it's the shoulda, woulda, coulda. If I just pushed
hindsight.
the pace a little bit more, I'd been a wee bit more active and forced him to the ground. We could have had a different outcome. But hey, it's no fun, mate. So
see, when you see Derrida doing that to him on the ground, do you then go, it just was a load of shit that his grappling was that good?
Well, I never thought,
or did you believe his grappling was good?
No, anything I go up against, I'm like, I know I'm good at grappling. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to, I might not be able to get you within the first 5-10 minutes, but you need to make sure for 15 minutes you're a squeaky clean, man. Mm-hmm. I will catch you if you make a mistake.
It's funny, I said to James on Monday night, I went, did you catch that? And he went, it's exactly what we said. He said that's exactly how I thought the fight would go with Paul. Mm-hmm. That's what he thought you'd do to Bo Nickal.
I wish I had.
So, but
it's no fun, mate.
And I'm sure the guy who went before you wished he'd done it to. Like, it's just how it goes. It's fighting's a weird game. Mate, you could have shot in and cut your eye and the ref stopped it for a cut. Like, anything can happen. There's no point in doing that. But I do genuinely feel sorry for Bo Nickal. Mm-hmm. I think it's a shame. I think the amount of abuse he's taken online, he won't recover from.
Bullshit.
I don't think he'll recover.
That's what I was going to ask. Do we see him back?
I hope we do. I hope he's mentally tough enough to come through this. And I think if a loss isn't a death sentence in MMA, but I think he might just go, what's the point? Why bother? Like, he's a nice kid. He's a cool guy. I don't think he's intentionally shitty to the crowd. I think he just doesn't understand how to be in the public eye. That's all. I don't think he's done anything wrong. He's went out in a fight. He's challenged he's took on a guy who's a world level guy, and he didn't win. It's not a big deal, but you can't say these things before it, and then be like, and then no one's going to feel sorry for him. Let's put it that way.
Agreed. Did you enjoy the fight?
I did.
I enjoyed it as a fight. Like, we just take it as a fight. What it is. Great fight.
Well, I tried to be objective and not be like,
it's hard.
Smash that Bo Nickal.
Smash that cunt. I only watched I watched 3 fights, and I watched Jeremy Stephens.
I did too.
That was a fight.
I watched.
That was brilliant to watch. Did you not enjoy it?
I did enjoy it.
What was the line you said to me yesterday?
What one? That Mason Jones should have just battered Jeremy Stephens.
And why did it take him so long? Not why did it take him so long, but it shouldn't have. She should have got him out there.
What did I say?
It was something along the lines you said Mason Jones should have got him out there.
Aye, I felt like Mason Jones probably should have taken him down the first round and submitted him, to be honest. He was out grappling him massively, but decided to go the tough guy route and slug it out with Jeremy Stephens, which is
as a fight
bold.
Fan, as a fight fan watching that, I was like, this is a fight.
Aye.
And it wasn't just Jones was running away with his scorecards and doing more, but Jeremy Stephens was still in there flinging shots, looting shots to try and take his head off.
Mason Jones fought a very risky but very entertaining fight. I thought he was brilliant. He was clearly very superior in the grappling, which he proved by miles in the third round.
Superior in the striking elements.
He was superior in the striking as well.
And they never got a bonus for that? That's a bit strange.
They dished out 4 performance bonuses instead of a fight of the night. Which, if there was a fucking fight of the night contender,
I would have said that was a qualifier.
Aye,
now, is
absolutely.
that because they won't give Jeremy Stephens any money?
Why?
So he was only signed back for this one fight.
Yep.
He's away at BKFC trying to get fights on that with Conor McGregor, and maybe that isn't good for the brand. Or do they say to Jeremy Stephens, because by the way, like Mason Jones is a young up and coming guy, that was probably everybody thought Mason Jones would blast him out of there. That's what I thought. I thought Mason Jones would probably take him down and submit him. But Jeremy Stephens
I didn't see it as I thought it was going to be a bit closer than Mason Jones just coming out and absolutely tanking him.
Oh, right, okay.
I thought it was going to be a wee bit more back and forward, but it wasn't.
Aye, I mean, it was I bet on Mason Jones to win. Just to win. I wasn't super confident on getting the finish because of Jeremy Stevens' experience. But then when I was watching the fight, I was like, oh, I think Mason Jones is going to go on and submit him here. I thought he might even knock him down, jump on him and catch me just like a rear naked or something. But I thought Mason Jones was excellent. Jeremy Stevens was always in it. Very entertaining. Good fight.
Any other fights in that prelim you thought would be worthwhile watched? I'm assuming, Craig, you watched it all.
Oh, I watched Misha Tate.
Did you watch Misha Tate?
And I watched Marina Rodriguez and Gillian Robertson.
How was this?
It was all right.
Gillian Robertson looked good.
Aye, Gillian Robertson went out and done what she had to do, got the win.
Is there that massive skill? Like the level and skill?
It was. She was just jumping on top, pulling her down, jumping on top of her, elbowing her. Again, they're no big, massive pounding shots, but they're enough to win you the fight. So,
any other fights stand out to you, Craig?
No, Juliana Miller fight. She was a dog. No a great fight. It's just kind of lay on her for the third round to get to that decision. I don't think it's ever a good sign, really, when you see like a heavyweight bout go the distance.
No, third round not a lot happening usually.
Two boys that walk forward, try to land one big shot to end the fight and then gassing.
But aye, it was...
Misha Tate loses.
Aye, it was okay.
Was that a gimme? Was that not a gimme, but was it like we bring in Misha
old to the young type thing?
Aye.
I felt that way with it.
But aye, it was definitely a top heavy card. Starts off strong with like a fan favourite opener to get people in, and then
I forgot Rodriguez was... Rodriguez and Ponzinibbio were fighting.
Controversial.
Was it just a slugfest?
Oh, I felt it was kind of Rodriguez battering Ponzinibbio, to be honest. I'm surprised Ponzinibbio stayed up that long. And when the referee stopped it, he wasn't out. But I think the referee went, fucking,
it's been enough.
Had enough, man.
Is El Ponzo a fair age? He is, isn't he?
He's older.
37, I'm sure they
young
both
then,
are.
Young
guy.
Young
Still
guy.
in his prime.
Young guys. Just in his prime, man.
But quite a doing he got.
And then Figgy ends with a knee, like a tap.
It was minging, eh?
So can you, as jiu-jitsu practitioners, talk us through this finish? Because Cory Sandhagen's been out there and he said, I meant to do this. And I knew what was going to happen in this position. It was 50-50. And if he didn't do the right thing, I knew it was going to be an injury.
So
you're first the man on this, Paul.
So this is...
Figgy had attempted this before on him.
This was like... He tried to do this to him before and it was back and forward. And then now he tried to attack the exact same thing and go for that 50-50. Great coverage of the knee, so he's stopping the knee from sliding through.
I thought Figgy was out here.
So it's there.
And then he bends it forward, doesn't he?
It's already out.
It looks like...
It's basically just twisted his knee. So taking the knee
sideways
and just putting loads of pressure on it. It's not very common because people's knee don't move that way, but people...
It looks here, you can see, it looks like he's kind of like, his knee, he's like that and he's driven his leg down that way. If that makes sense. Is that right?
Yep. So his knee's already in a really bad position. And Cory Sandhagen said he meant to do this, that he knew this was how he was going to finish him.
Well, I think he meant in the moment he says, or he came out after and says, this wasn't a freak injury. He was like, I knew what I was doing in that position. And I knew if I went this way and he went this way, that was going to happen.
Just putting loads of pressure on his knee. Like there's nothing. When the knees go, there's nothing you can do about it.
Very sore.
Do you think Figgy wanted an exit route as well? Because we've seen guys fighting with fucking one knee before. We've seen guys in jiu-jitsu match fight with one knee.
I think when Figgy started trying to leg lock, he wasn't really. Do you get what I mean? Like, I don't fit. It's not like when Sandhagen went in there. Sandhagen went in to do damage to actually.
His ground and pound was incredible.
Aye, to damage the leg, to ground and pound. I think Figgy was like, oh, if I can kind of sit in this position for a wee bit and start moving it about. I just don't think he looked malicious with the attempt to finish.
No.
I think he would have, like, it would have been nice if...
Do you think he's hungry? I don't think he's hungry. That's what I think. And you've got a guy like Sandhagen on top, throwing shots, looking heavy. Ground and pound was beautiful, control. Like, he done everything.
Was getting away
correct.
from him too.
Yep.
Was getting away from him.
And I'm not saying that he took the easy route out, but we've seen, as I said, we've seen people
In his head though as well, he's doing the sums, and he's going, fucking, what's this? 3 more rounds of this? 5 rounder tonight. First 2 have went bad. Like, I don't know if I want to do this for another 15 minutes.
Ross, have you ever been involved in an accident that is not your fault?
No.
No.
They've always been my fault.
They've always been your fault. If you are involved in an accident not your fault, where would you go?
I would go to G4 Claims.
Why would you go to G4 Claims?
Because they will handle 100% of your claim. They'll give you a free courtesy car.
Yeah. So if you're looking for the claim to be handled by somebody else, so you don't have to chase up these insurance brokers, you don't have to deal with the other person's insurance, you want a courtesy car, your whole claim, you want to receive 100% of your claim also, there's only one place to go, and that is G4 Claims. Ross, where can we get G4 Claims?
The number is 01698 767 172. You can get them on WhatsApp as well if you don't want to talk to anyone. You can get them at notatfaultclaim.com. You can also walk right into the office here.
Non-fault claim, you know exactly where to go. We've been telling you for a long time now. Trust is, we're Paul and Ross for Leathered and keep it G4. And then Craig's put up on the screen that Sandhagen's called for a title shot next. Depending on if it's 𝗟𝗏 versus O'Malley. Do you want to see 𝗟𝗏 versus O'Malley again? Just out of curiosity.
No, don't see it going any different from the first fight.
I'm the same. Do you think 𝗟𝗏 versus Sandhagen goes different?
I think Sandhagen has better grappling than Sean O'Malley, but
yes.
He's lost pretty convincingly to Umar. 𝗟𝗏 obviously has beat Umar, so I just don't see anyone dethroning 𝗟𝗏, but it's a fresh matchup I suppose, putting Sandhagen in there.
That's the thing with having a champ like 𝗟𝗏. We see this all the time. We get one guy who gets the title and it's very hard to get him until he hits his peak.
And we like a wee change, eh?
I know. And then everybody's like, I want to see 𝗟𝗏 get beat. It happens all the time. How many champions have we seen who have been very good champions, like 𝗟𝗘𝗚𝗚𝗚? And then people just get bored. Like, I don't want to watch 𝗟𝗚𝗚𝗚 be the champion anymore.
Beat everyone twice.
Why not? Like,
I know.
Why? Like, and then people start hating on him. And then it's the same. We had Tyron Woodley. We had guys like John Jones. How many people want to see John Jones lose?
Aye, so they can just go, right, he's not getting to fight.
Aye, he's not the guy anymore.
Now. Or even Islam Makhachev, right, let's move him up. We're going to have to do something well because he beats everyone. Like, all right, fights Islam and loses. Khabib was the same. All right, goes in, fights Khabib, loses. It just becomes that thing, doesn't it?
Aye, I guess Sandhagen is the mix-up option where it kind of keeps that wee bit of freshness in there.
Petr Yan's a big fan favourite though, I think.
I think the issue with Yan, well, I suppose the issue with Yan is if 𝗟𝗏 retains the belt, 𝗟𝗏's already, again, very convincingly beat Petr Yan.
Aye. But remember Petr Yan was the boy? Remember he was like, everybody, like, nobody was going to be able to hang with his boxing and...
Aye. This was the best boxing in MMA, that was the thing, wasn't it?
And the same again we fought. O'Malley was just going to get absolutely dusted off him.
It's... I don't know. We're getting these log jams in all the divisions now, eh? Maybe not enough guys coming through. I don't know.
So we've got Derailed who's making the most of his 3 fights in the last 7 months. Who you got for him, Cannonier?
I would put him above that.
Well,
would you?
They called out
Sean Strickland.
Yep. I think that's the fight, I think, eh?
I think if you want to make the most of Derail's time,
that's good.
Put him in against Sean Strickland and catapult him up there.
Yep. Here's the only issue with that. Sean Strickland's striking is good. And I'm not saying Derail's is not good. Isn't the same level as Strickland's. I'm not bringing any question his grappling. We know Derail's a good grappler. Do you think you should, a guy like Derailed, do you want to lose him straight away? Because that's what happens. You put him up against Sean Strickland and Sean Strickland makes him look average in the striking element.
Sean Strickland's good at doing that with that jab cross teep and keeping you at the end of that. I think Derail's striking would be more varied. We saw quite a good bit of variation for Derail's striking.
I don't think it's in the same level. There's levels to this game. That's what I think.
You're not wrong.
I think striking, going from somebody like Bo Nickal to Sean O'Malley is Sean Strickland is a huge jump in skill. And I think somebody like Cannonier or Vettori, their striking is good, but it's no exceptional.
But I think maybe Derailed, so Bo Nickal was being touted as this next, he's going to be the man.
But he was I'm saying he's a one-trick pony. I hate that.
I know.
line, but he's got that one thing. He's got that one trump. He's a wrestler.
But I think
Same with Ridder. He's not a striker. He's a grappler.
But should Ridder not get more? Should his stock not go up because he beat Bo Nickal?
But he's beat a guy not in the top 15. Is Bo in the top 15?
If he is, it's only like 14.
So he was, but then
but
they took him out for the Ridder.
I thought that. So you put the Ridder, you obviously don't want it. What's Sean Strickland sitting at, like top 7?
He might still be number 1. No?
Is he no due to fight? Oh, fucking, you'll bring it up.
He's number 2.
Number 2.
That's a big jump.
See, you see what I mean? Like, so that's a huge jump for somebody. Whereas you can use Sean Strickland to, like, Sean Strickland, it's not as if Sean Strickland's beat everybody in there or fought everybody in there.
No, you're right.
You've still got a bit of, whereas I think having the Ridder maybe just going a wee bit like in the top 10. 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧 would be a good fight, both good grapplers. But the same again, if you want to keep a guy like the Ridder, what age is the Ridder? I don't know why I keep saying his second name, like you just keep saying.
RDR.
I think he's
30?
I think he's older than that.
Is he? Excuse me.
22 fights, a lot.
34.
Young guy.
Right, you feed him to the lines then. There's no need to keep him.
Baralio?
No, because you want Baralio's.
You
want him on the title.
I actually thought he was going to...
And you don't even give him a Cannonier or Vettori because they're guys you can use. These are 3 guys you've got now who you can use to promote the next big thing. Can you go to that top 10? Top 15, whatever it is, the rankings?
I think Israel Adesanya is going to look to get himself back in the title
probably
contention.
Kopolov. If you're looking to push that guy, aye.
Costa would be all right.
There's a lot of aged guys in there, guys who are...
Aye, who's coming back the way, but still has had a win. Do you know what I mean?
Who's your man? Is it Abbas Magomedov? Who's he?
Oh, he just won at the weekend. He's a German guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Magomedov, German.
Aye.
So I think a guy at 34 is probably...
Especially when he's smashing out fights.
Aye. It's difficult what you're going to do with him.
But, aye, that was...
It's going to be a pain in the arse.
But you've said Bo Nickal versus 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗄𝗧.
Aye, again, another guy with strong grappling. I think...
But why? You want to see Bo lose, like?
Well...
He's not going to beat anyone grappling, mate.
You need to back to the drawing board for him.
So what you think? Give him a... Well, who would you give him then?
No, somebody as good as 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗄𝗧. He needs to fight lower than that.
So you think send him right back down?
Right. 𝗟𝗏𝗄𝗧 just sub him, mate. Everybody just seen it.
And Big Jerry.
I'd have fucking swept him with that sweep. And I never get up off the bottom ever. Like, I'd have swept the cunt. So, like, again, like, it's a shame to shit on Bo, but we can't just pretend that this American wrestling is going to get you anywhere against these MMA grapplers. It's a different sport. It's not the same sport.
It's no ability to pin somebody on the ground.
Aye, that's not going to do it. You can't just be a good wrestler and stick on a pair of 4-ounce gloves and go, I'm just going to hunt them down and just TKO up. You're no, mate. It's not going to happen anymore. And we keep seeing it. We're seeing like Paddy Pimblett just blowing away Michael Chandler and making it look easy. Ridder dealing with Bo there. For whatever reason, the Americans love wrestling and think that it's great, and it's not really. It's just, or it's obviously great. It's a tough sport in its own right, but just now
it's not transitioning well over to.
That's right. The
MMA.
mix, the blended mix of MMA grappling coming out of Europe and Brazil is undoubtedly superior, and Russia, obviously, like quite clearly, and they're not just basing it on that American freestyle wrestling. It's combat sambo, so theirs is blended through from longer.
I was watching like a highlight of combat sambo guys heading. Brutal, man. Just wrapping the dish so they hold the lapels and just fucking boom.
They're rough laddies.
Eat this. Guys are just folding. So moving on to UFC 315, which is this weekend. Is it in Canada, isn't it?
Aye.
and we've got the title against
JDM
versus Belal Muhammad. Does Belal get like shots? Did he have like his?
Oh, I don't think so. Actually,
I seen Shevchenko get these cool dragon and tiger ones. Did you see these?
Let me have a wee look.
Go and check out the shots that Shevchenko got there. Like the fight kit. Fight kit's cool. Fight night kit.
They are cool.
That's cool, isn't it?
Aye, that's pretty cool.
Right, so I want to see.
It's a bit of a dig if Belal
Doesn't he get shorts?
He's just get Belal shots. Surely they'll give him something.
No. Belal doesn't get his own
No
shots.
shorts for you,
That's a
Belal.
bit shit, innit?
That's what happens when you go supporting Palestine, bro.
Is that what they said to him? Because you support Palestine, you're not getting shots.
Better stop that shit.
Shevchenko, she's getting her shots.
Go back to saying you're fit America and you'll be cool. But I don't know. They don't like him. I don't know why. I think he's quite funny. He's been funny on Twitter lately. He writes good stuff. He's a great fighter. I think JDM's going to sub him.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Bold
That's a very
statement.
bold statement,
That's a
aye.
bold
Do
statement.
you think that's too much?
I think you've been taking drugs.
No.
I think you've been taking the heroin.
No, for a while.
I do believe Belal will be able to handle him. That's what I think.
Handle him.
Would it change your mind if you found out that Belal said he's not going to shoot a single takedown and he's
Bish.
going to outstrike him on the feet?
I will see how you get on with that after you get punched in the head a couple of times.
That'll be like your first minute where he's like, take down.
Aye, wait till your nose has been broken. Then we'll see how often you're going to
Can
shoot.
you imagine he does come out and just absolutely goes toe to
High
toe with him?
stance.
Well, he fucked up Sean Brady on the feet,
He did.
knocked him out.
Aye, we didn't expect that.
So, has JDM got the video of him subbing Craig Jones? Do you think that's just a kid on between the two of them?
I think that's maybe
think it's
just
just
a
a mucking
that's a
about.
work. Aye.
Like, because they're friends, eh? So, I don't know. Maybe. He's training with all the right people.
Do you want to see JDA win because you want to see a mix-up or because
No.
you can't be...
I'll be honest. I like Belal, mate. He just gets it tight.
Are you happy to see Belal win then?
Aye. I'd be all right with Belal winning. I just think he just gets a lot of grief, and I'm not sure why. I don't think he's boring. I just think he kind of says the wrong things sometimes. But lately, his social media stuff's been good.
He gets a lot of stick as well for he doesn't finish fights. And like he's
Neither
like
did
there
George
was
St. Pierre.
there was this thing where before he was going to fight Leon, he was like, I envision piecing him up over 5 rounds, I make it look easy and all that and all this. And then someone replied me like, so even in like your fantasies, you're still not finishing fights.
Even when you're the man, you're not doing it. You've obviously made a good point there as well, Craig, on your second note there. The notable wins, like he's 7 fights for JDM, is 7 fights in the UFC, but it's against Gilbert Burns and Kevin Holland.
Aye.
And I'm no shitting in these guys. Noted. I love Gilbert Burns and I enjoy watching Kevin Holland. But they're not the same level as what Muhammad's fought.
What I will say as well, just sort of carrying on for that, he was down in the Gilbert Burns fight until he found the finish in the 3rd round. And I don't know if it will be as easy for him to find that finish against Belal. And if he's in that sort of same position where it's maybe 3rd round and he's already down a few, maybe he's not going to get a chance to
And this is
crawl
5
that
rounds
back.
as well.
5 rounder, aye. Short notice.
Gilbert Burns is a bear, man. Like, see, it's a tough fight fighting
Hamza
Gilbert
had a
Burns.
tough night with him.
Aye. But I do think, I just think he's going to handle him. I do think Belal Muhammad is going to be able to handle him.
I wouldn't be against seeing Belal win. I like Belal Muhammad.
2019 was the last time he lost.
Aye, against Jeff Neal.
That's impressive.
I think another, like, it's probably not good that the main reason that I think people are invested in this fight is because it's nothing, or is for a reason nothing to do with Belal and JDM. It's like the winner of this fight kind of decides what happens with Islam
With the
next.
next
Aye.
And that's, I
division.
think,
So,
like, that's no good
That's
when,
a shame, really, eh?
aye, when the main talking point of your title fight is another person's title fight.
And sort of clearing the log jam at the top end of that division. Aye,
still going to be a good fight. I'm still
I
looking
think
forward
so.
to it. I think
so.
great matchmaking. Guys, whether you want to update your old drab wardrobe and get some new training kit, whether it's suffering from injuries, you know where myself and Ross would go, and it's Anaconda. And right now they've got some good deals on in Ross. Hit the deals up.
You can get any 2 braces for $59. Mix and match on whatever ones you want. Knee, shoulder, wrist, elbow. They've also got 10% off at checkout if you put in leather 10. If you are a Patreon for our podcast, you get free next day UK delivery, and there is next day delivery for everyone in the UK now as well.
Brilliant. You know, Anaconda is a brand we have been pushing for a long time, and we push it because we genuinely believe it helps guys like yourselves who are struggling with injuries to get back to full 100% training. Don't suffer in silence. Get Anaconda. Ross, where can you hit them up? Where can you get that website?
It's anaconda.fightwear.co.
Link is also in the bio. Keep it Anaconda. Valentina Shevchenko, just going to run through this. 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧.
Valentina's the dog.
She is going to just smoke this lassie.
You think so?
Aye. Have you got some information on this?
Aye.
Like,
So
what's that?
Shevchenko, the underdog, 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧. She's not lost a fight since her professional MMA debut. Again, another 7-fight win streak in UFC.
Against whom?
She's beat Blanchfield. She's beat Rose Namajunas.
Rose, aye.
She's fought Bueno Silva, who fought for the title.
I'm going to be honest. Not the same level as Shevchenko.
Not the same level, but as Valentina on the
You
downward
think she's on the
trajectory.
downward swing?
On the
Because
way out.
what's her last 3 fights? All against 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 them, a loss. Another one, a draw that probably should have went to Grasso.
But
And
it's
then
how
the
you
third
just
one
made her
should
look
get it
bad.
back.
Is that
Styles make
just
fights,
that Styles made her look?
I think
But
there's
then
always...
you think about that last fight with Grasso. She just took her down and just fucked her up. She's got the ability to do that. She's got the ability to knock people out. She's got the ability to out-grapple them.
Do you think Shevchenko comes back with a vengeance?
What I'll say with Shevchenko is I'm guilty of this near enough like every time she fights now, that there's always that discussion of there's got to be a point where she's lost it, and she continues to prove people wrong. She did lose against Grasso in the first fight and it was a draw, but then as you say, she handled her in the third fight.
Aye, that first fight, was it a spinning back kick? she
And
took it
Grasso
back.
caught it.
Aye.
Aye, that's right.
Or it was a kick or something
Yeah.
like that. It was a while ago, but
It was an error.
it was. But that's part of MMA. People
Take risks.
win over somebody's error.
Yep.
And then we've got Jose Katongo.
Played for Hearts, by the way. What a boy.
Jose Aldo.
Mad dreadlocks.
Aye.
Why is he still fighting?
Why
He doesn't
not?
need to be doing this.
The King of Rio. Show some respect.
Is this guy up and coming?
Aye. But like
Good
since
grappler?
his, I think so. But it's like since Aldo's return to the UFC, he has fought good up and coming guys and has kind of knocked him back. He did lose to Mario Batista in his last fight, but that's one, if you remember, Batista just held him up against the cage for 15 minutes, and people were very, very unhappy with that.
I know Aldo does not need to fight, but I'm still want to see him fight.
Me too.
But do you want to see him against people like?
He can still turn it on.
But why are we not just giving him like fights against people like Dominic Cruz, Cub Swanson, fun fights who
Can I
were
do that?
around back then?
The UFC have never done that. That's called Bellator, mate, and Bellator is no longer there. They don't do these gimme fights. You get used like a fucking flunky.
Aye, or if
And
you...
then this next fight, if this fucking goes Alexa Grasso wins, this is going to be I want her to win, obviously. But if she wins, where does she go? And so she wins, Shevchenko wins. Do we fight them two again? No, we don't. I don't want to see that. I didn't want to see the second or the third.
I think the Shevchenko fight is kind of like...
So they're hoping Shevchenko loses here. This is the ideal situation. Alexa Grasso wins, and then that's that. Next
Well,
time.
what I think... Well, I was thinking the opposite, where it's like maybe they want Shevchenko to win, and then they can finally do Shevchenko and Zhang Weili.
Right.
Because you're not really going to get another opportunity to do that fight. If Shevchenko loses, that's that fight. You'll never get in that fight. They probably should be doing, in my opinion, that fight instead of this one against 𝗣𝗢𝗗𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧, because 𝗣𝗢𝗄, like, she's wiped out everyone else. She was going to get the title shot eventually.
Aye, her day was going to come.
But
so you should have
we're going to
just
miss this
skipped
opportunity.
You should have just skipped. I guess so. You're right.
But Grasso, she's fighting to keep her spot. But if she wins, then what? But she's a big underdog, so I don't know. There's a lot of stock in Natalia Silva.
And we've got Big Dennis.
I like him. Is this his first fight since Poirier?
No.
No, because remember, Moicano pieced him up. He was meant to be fighting Joel Alvarez, who's a bit of a wrecker, but he's pulled out, and we've got this guy.
Kyle Pepperell.
So I think he's just a hometown guy who's
good
getting
on
the
him.
opportunity. But I don't know if you want to.
Well, his
put him
odds are
short
not
notice.
looking great.
No, and before the Poirier and the Moicano fights, Benoit was absolutely fucking mauling people.
He was the next guy. He was up and coming.
Aye.
People were pushing him.
So,
and he looked like he was going to do Dustin, didn't he?
He was winning.
And the
He
fact
was,
that
aye,
he
and-
beat
But
him
then
that
that's a
first round.
sport. You're
Aye.
winning until you're not winning.
Aye.
You're winning until you're fucking lying in your face.
I caught a right hook that put him away, yeah.
So maybe this is a bounce back for
Good main
Benoit.
card. Happy with what I see there.
Big names on it as well. They're
aye.
still big.
Fan favourites as well.
Jessica Andrade, Chrissy Patterson there going out.
But that's a good fight. Bukaki. I was going to say Bukaki. Modestus Bukauskas against 𝗟𝗘𝗏𝗚.
So this fight was rescheduled.
Oh, was it?
Is that right?
Not sure.
Because I feel like Modestus was due to fight recently and didn't. I'm sure I've seen him doing loads of media. He was training with Tom Aspinall. He had
No,
lots on.
he fought and he won.
Did he?
Aye, he fought and he won.
He opened a card.
His last fight he won.
He's coming off of 2 wins, and it doesn't look like he was ever scheduled to fight. So no, fresh matchup.
I just invented that then.
It's the CP
Not like me.
again.
Back sparring, It's gone well. Ion. That's a big jump. Ion's
Aye.
good. He's a good 1 round
That
fighter
Brad
as well.
Katona guy, he was the Ultimate Fighter guy. They know what to do with him now.
No, I think he's just kind of, his record's maybe been a bit sketchy.
They're just kind of like, there you go.
Here's a Kazakh to fight.
I like
Any other fights? Let me have a wee gander there.
Navajo Sterling. He looks interesting.
Aye, he looks like he's like a wish version of Charles Oliveira.
Brian Battle. Kind of
Yeah.
looks like Brian Battle's
Little
wee
cross
brother,
between the two, yep. Jessica Andrade, big underdog.
Aye.
Can't polish studs, can you?
She needs money for the divorce, eh?
Does she get a divorce to a female?
Yes. Aye.
Does she take her for a win?
She's-
What one's the man in the relationship?
Well, I would
it's
say you'd
got
have
to
to
be
go some
Andrade.
distance to be more masculine than Jessica Andrade. But I'm sure she's a nice
Can
woman.
you pull up that couple?
let's see if we can.
Let's see the couple. And we can
Power
pick it.
couple.
Who is the bottom? Who is the top?
It's Jessica.
Aye, there you go.
Aye.
I'll take half.
Aye. Eddie, I want half.
No,
Oh.
that's Mackenzie.
That's a sandwich I want to be a party. Mackenzie and Andrade at the back of me just battling something into me.
Pegging you.
That's called the fucking human centipede.
But aye, that's this week's card. Again, maybe one of the weaker pay-per-view offerings, but
Yes, I would agree with you in that.
can't complain.
But you're in Canada, so
Aye.
Aye.
But this is we've got some more MMA on the weekend. We've got the PFL.
before we go for the PFL, did you watch Sam Alvey?
Yes.
In karate combat.
Aye, putting out Sprong.
He's found his niche.
He has.
He's a
the
heavyweight
man.
champ at that.
He's
eh?
the man.
I know. Smiling Sam.
He's a guy I like. I liked him when I first seen him in The Ultimate Fighter. He's kind of always been there. He's fought the who's who, middleweight, light heavyweight, cracking guy.
Fan favourite.
Aye,
Eh?
glad he's making some fucking
Aye.
coin at Karate Combat, and you get to look sick as fuck wearing that Karate Combat gear.
Sprong was the man once upon a time.
Aye, he was. Aye, I remember.
He was very good.
Big Tyrone.
Good
But
for
yes,
him.
moving on to PFL Belfast, we've got a couple of the higher level guys out there. We've got Mark Ewan, we've got Gemma Olds. Lorenzo is not on that because he's had to pull out due to injury.
Unfortunately.
Mark Ewan's first fight in the tournament, the European tournament. Looking forward to seeing that.
For £100,000. Is it pounds or dollars?
Pounds
Dollars.
in the European one, no?
I'm not sure.
I heard it was.
Let's say
I heard
pounds.
it was African rand. They were 100,000 in the African rand.
100,000 dinar.
It's going to be a cracking fight. Watch Mark. He's been working with Lee.
Yep.
He's always in amazing condition and just
Aye.
a guy that I hope does exactly what we all know he can do and smash it.
Aye, that's it. Eh? Like he does.
We know what he can do.
His work will speak for itself. Again, another young guy putting out great social media content on top of all the other stuff. So the training's right, the eating's right, everything's right. Social media content is brilliant for him as well, which again, very important.
𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗘𝗥, like wanting her to do so well. Like
I nearly crashed into her car.
Did she?
She was driving out the car park the other night. I nearly drove into her. Oh, sorry, PFL.
The girl she's fighting's got a OnlyFans. She's getting the minge out for money.
The 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧𝗛.
Get the minge out. Is that what she calls herself?
Aye, that's her nickname.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Where's she from?
Hope 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗑 beats.
Somewhere in England.
Hope 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗑 beats her up.
Or did you say beefs her?
Beats her. Haram,
Beef.
bro. Haram.
Beef her. I mean,
Beef
you can
her.
click on that Spider-Man one. That looks cool. That's a fucking... I want to see her fighting that.
That's what's on the OnlyFans.
Haram. We need a button that says haram.
Aye, let's hope 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧𝗛𝗑 fucks up her face and she can't do
she-
OnlyFans
She
anymore.
will.
Well, that was fucking strong, Craig. I wouldn't go that
pals
far.
With, you pals with Big Primmy?
Aye.
Get your shot, please.
Aye.
Um,
Jeezy, peeps.
𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗑's looking same again. She works with Lee. She's I've seen her the last couple of weeks, months in higher level, and her skill has massively improved. She made that jump to
Tricky me jingles. Don't
Great.
put that on the screen though.
That's some hurricane.
I tell you.
she's got, man. Bye. 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗑 will get that. 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗑 will get that done, and then back to school on Monday morning for her.
That's wild, eh?
Wild. Imagine your teacher was as bad ass as 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗧𝗛𝗑. That's pretty cool.
You're a teacher.
I know, but I kind of think not like
Different when it's a man.
no. I like women like to have a badass woman in your school, and that's
Aye,
cool.
it's cool.
Aye, it is cool.
Like Miss Alger's an ass kicker.
Better behave.
Miss Alger's fucking. I seen her doing something. Do you get homework in, John?
better.
Yes. By the main event, that's Paul Hughes, isn't it?
Yes.
Coming off a great victory, wasn't it? So
No.
he get beat.
Off Usman.
MMA knowledge is terrible. Phil
It
Potts,
was close, though.
boys. Your man McGrillen, he was in a war recently, wasn't he?
He won the 100,000, eh?
Aye, it was a crackery fight. Arsenal, Phil Potts, like an old school MMA guy. He's been about the scene for a while. Enzo is not there anymore. I know that guy. That guy looks like Mark Ewan.
Shizov, the Latvian.
I don't really know any of these other guys. But, hey, looking forward to this.
Why do some people have
I was just about to say
a
that
Union
too.
Jack? Or not
Well, you'll
a
ask.
Union Jack and some have got, what is that, St. George's Cross?
You'll ask for that flag.
Oh, so they've just put down British as
So
well.
your man Hughes obviously fought Chris Bungard at Bellator.
This one?
Cage Warriors,
He
yes.
did, aye, that's right.
Remember Chris caught him with a triangle, I'm sure? The two of them had fought previously. Gavin Hughes was up one. Chris then rectified that. It was down in Newcastle, wasn't it? We were there.
No, that was against...
That's right, you're right. It was at London.
How's his name gone out my head?
Gavin Hughes, that guy's called.
Aye, but who did Bungie?
We'll find out in 2 seconds.
Very good one.
How
Very
did I
good
forget
one.
that?
Gavin Hughes, where was it?
Beat him in a
Cage
split
Warriors.
decision, 152. I think that was in Manchester.
Yes.
I was at that.
Good memory.
Well, I don't know how. So I'd taken substantial amounts of ketamine and got in the cage and then refused to leave until fucking Derek Skillen took a picture of me. That's true.
But,
Yeah, so
that's-
that guy's in the tournament with Mark
Mm-hmm.
Ewan. So that's going to be cool fights.
I
what
fancy
else?
Mark to take that.
Aye,
I know we're saying that
100%.
because
and then obviously he'll push on to the US one, which I think is coming that time where Mark's done his time in the European circuit. He's a worldwide fighter now. I want to see him in the US. What else you got underneath that?
Well, this will be the last in-studio recording for us before you're
Aye.
off.
It will be.
So I don't know if you want to touch on that a wee bit.
We will be heading to Vegas. I'm heading to Friday. You boys are coming on Wednesday. Both Craig and Ross are coming out. So this is pretty much the last podcast. Next one will be live. Not live, but it will be recorded in Las Vegas. All the hard work's been done for the fight camp. And it's basically just going through that same motion, hitting pads, sharpening every little wee bit that we do, like little movements, little bits of footwork, and then it's grappling. So that's what it was today. So it was an hour of pads with Premi. His podcast will be out within the next few weeks as well. He was on our open mat. And then it was grappling or wrestling with Sean this after that. Tough sessions. But I'm fit. I'm happy.
You're always fit, but you're not usually happy.
That's the one. Like these extra calories.
That's a different thing.
Right, I know Lee's going to see this, but it's going to be too late anyway. By the time Lee sees this, it's already going to be done. So I went for a nice wee... I went to the Spanish butcher on Sunday, right? And I fucking ate everything, right? I always get 2 meals when I go out because I never know what to get. So I get 2 meals, I eat the 2 meals, wake up in the morning, a wee bit heavier than I normally was. Lee had an idea of where he wanted me to be. He's like, I want you to be about here, so a little bit heavier. Lee then's like, is training out been a little bit low? No. Yes, it has been, Lee. It's not always an overconsumption on the Sunday, but it was
worth
good.
it.
I fucking right.
You're going to be fine with weight.
I know, and it's like, what, do I need to cut 10 kg rather than 9.5 kg? Like, it's not a huge difference, but when you work with somebody who's very meticulous at their job, like Lee, it pays to have him in your corner because he's the guy you want in your corner when you're wanting to go to these low levels and you're wanting to be at your optimum level. But sorry, Lee.
Another thing at the Spanish butcher, you'd ordered 2 steaks and you'd also ate the first one that fast that the guy thought that he didn't give you the 2 of them.
Did you get your other steak? And I was like, aye. I'm just a greedy fat bastard.
Aye,
but it's so much better to go into sessions fully fueled, and it's so much better going in there. I just feel so much happier.
You're doing different things now as well, which we'll talk about after. There's no need to go into them now.
It's the ability, it's that repeatability. That repeatability wasn't there as a middleweight because I use the energy, and there's none.
You've got more strings to your bow now too.
Aye.
That so definitely.
Good. But I'm having fun working with...
you're evolving as well. Aye. Like you take this fight out of it, you yourself.
The day I stop evolving, I said this a long time ago, like I thought my number was going to be 35 or 36. The day I stop evolving and I'm getting into the gym and I'm doing the same stuff and expecting the same outcome is the day that I'm going to all right, it's time I leave. If I'm not learning, I'm not getting better, and I don't believe in myself that I'm at that stage where I'm not getting better. Everything I do is getting better. I'm working hard. I'm working with Kieran Reid. I'm working with Premi. Working with James Doolan to improve myself as a fighter, and not only that, like still improving as an athlete. Working with Adam. So, man,
Did you think there was still gains to be made?
No.
With it, watch how I word this. The stuff you're doing with Kieran.
No,
because that's big. I think. That's a wee bit cryptic. I didn't want to.
No. So I've been drilling certain stuff, and I believe that my jiu-jitsu is very good for MMA. I'm adding stuff to it, which is making a huge difference in my jiu-jitsu game. And I was like, if there was an area where I thought I need to work on, it has to be striking, right? I was like, grappling's always going to be there. I'm always going to, I know what I'm doing there. Now the stuff I'm working with Kieran is making it, it's the seasoning. It's the seasoning. It's making that wet a little bit. You want a wee bit more spice?
It's a very...
and it's a shit day in the gym for you guys.
Oh, awful.
I love it.
Awful. But I
feel so much better.
I'll enjoy when we can open up about that a bit more, but we definitely can either now.
Hopefully, we get to fucking just...
That's what my money's...
It runs the way we...
That's what my
ideal
money's
situation.
On.
What we've been doing in the gym is how I want this to go. But hey, I guess a little bit. There's obviously a little bit of snorters and blood that happens in a fight. But yes, we are away to Vegas for my fight against 𝗟𝗘𝗔𝗦𝗧, the 17th of May. And on that note,
see you out there.
We'll see you soon.
Cheerio.
I've been holding in a fart. It's a belt up.
Let it go. Should we let that go on the podcast? Is that still leave that?
Oh, mate, that's a beauty.